Hi, welcome. So I've got my dad here with me today. We are going to do some strength exercises. Strength is so important, and I really feel we should be working on the strength. So let's just start with a walk. We're going to do a 5-minute warm-up. So we're just going to walk. We're going to do 30-second intervals for 5 minutes, and then we're going to go into some strength exercises. So just moving the arms along, bringing the knees up to the point that is comfortable for you. This is just a warm-up, so we don't want to do too much yet. So 10 more seconds. Then we're just going to tap the heels forward and bring the arms forward. All right, so let's bring those heels forward and the arms forward. So both arms at the same time. You've got it. So the exercises that I'm doing are we're warming up the arms, warming up the shoulders, trying to get that body ready. So we're doing basically an exercise for strength during the walking portion, just to get ready for doing the weights. So next one we're going to do is a chest press. We're going to continue with the heel tap, bring the arms out to the side, and then bring the elbows together. That's it. And if you want, you can just walk. If it's confusing, bring the heels forward. You can just do a walk as well and do this exercise. So this is working the chest. So if you want, you can add some resistance. So press forward, pull back. All right, we're gonna go into a shoulder exercise. So just going back into a march, bringing the arms up and down. That's it. So warming up those shoulders. So just bringing the hands to about chin level. Don't want to go too high. There you go. Perfect. Okay, let's roll those shoulders back a bit. Okay, so bring them back. There you go. Perfect. And let's just go into a walk again. So pumping the arms. And we'll go into a bicep curl in the next one. Not yet, but. So anytime you do strength training, you always want to do a bit of a warm up to get the muscles ready for the workout. All right, so let's bring those arms down. We'll bring them up and go into a bicep curl, continuing to march. So squeezing those biceps, squeeze. So 2 more minutes. And the next one we'll do is our tricep kickback. So keep going, 5 more seconds. And then kicking those hands back, bringing the heel back. So heel back, start with the heel. That's it. And then bring the hands back. So at the shoulders.
Okay.
And then press. You got it. There you go. All right, let's just bring the feet back and forth. Yeah, and then bring the arms up. I'll move a little bit more forward. So just bringing the arms out to the side, again, working on the shoulders here. One more minute. Okay, bringing those arms forward and pulling back, continuing to just bring the feet back and forth. So all the way forward with the arms, bring the elbows back and forward. Good.
Okay. Yeah.
Warming up the back here. And then we're going to just finish with a walk for 30 more seconds. And going back into that walk. All right, so almost done our 5 minutes. Then we're going to get into chest press. So for the next exercises, for the strength training, I'm going to be doing most of the exercises in the chair, and my dad will be doing them standing. He will use a chair for some of them, so you do need a chair and you need weights. All right. Okay, so I'm going to grab my chair. You're going to do the modified push-up. So we're going to start with working the larger muscles first. So for the chest press, I will grab my weights. So what I want you to do is really find a weight that works for you. It should be challenging, okay? So if for building strength, you do want to use weights that are challenging. If this is your first time, go a little bit lighter. But by the time, so we're going to do 12 repetitions today. By the time you get to 8, 9, 10, you want it to be getting harder, and to the point of, not that you can't do more, but you want it to be, by the time you get to, you know, all the way up to 12, you can do a little bit more, but not too many more. Okay, that's the challenge you want.
So this is the...
So I think you're gonna have to move that chair a little bit to the side. So my dad's gonna do the modified push-up. So my dad and I were talking in the beginning of this class, and he actually does full push-ups. And but today you're gonna do not the plank, but the push-ups.
Oh, yes, sir.
So he'll do those. So first of all, if you're in the chair, you're just gonna sit on the edge of the chair. You're leaning back, your arms are here, and you're pressing forward. And then if you're doing the push-ups, maybe I'll bring my chair back a bit more so you have a bit more space. There you go. Is that better?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, so for those in the chair, you're sitting at the edge of the chair, leaning back. And then for those doing the push-ups, you're on your knees, and then you're going down. Now make sure that your bum is going down as well, okay? You don't want it sticking up in the air. You want your back and your glutes to kind of be in a flat line. Okay, so when you're ready. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. So for those doing the push-ups, you're just doing as many as you can. If that is 2 push-ups, then just do the 2 push-ups and then come back into it and do more when you're ready. So flat back, whether you're doing the position that my dad's doing or whether you're in the chair. What number are we on?
10.
Perfect, thank you. 11. And 12. Excellent. Bring the weight into your chest if you're using the weights, and then coming out of that exercise. All right, so my dad was saying when he first started doing push-ups, you could do regular push-ups, about 2.
About 2, yes.
And within 6 months, you're now doing 20 push-ups. And he does 3 sets of 20 push-ups. So you can see that you build. Yeah, you build up that strength. It doesn't happen right away. So start slow. If you need to start with the chair, do the chair, and then go do the ones on the floor if you're able to get onto the floor. And then you can go into regular push-ups. But it takes time, and it's important to make sure that you are safe when you're doing the exercises. All right, next one is our back row. So you're bringing the chair into it, and then you're going to be doing this one.
Okay, yes.
And I'm going to be doing it seated in the chair. So bring the chair.
Which weight was that again?
So the 20s.
Okay.
Okay, so my dad is using a 20-pound weight, which is a lot, but if you can do it, then you want to use the heaviest amount of weight that you can use safely. So again, he's been working out for
6 months.
6 months that you've been doing the strength training? Mm-hmm. Okay. So he's built up a lot of muscle over that 6 months, and he works out regularly. So with this one, we're working on the upper back. So main thing with this exercise when you're doing it is you want to have a flat back, okay? So the chair is here, you're bringing the weight up, so sticking your glutes out, bringing that weight up, squeeze your upper back, and then bring the weight back down. Okay, so let's start together.
Yeah.
So I'm using 7 pounds. You have to find the weight that works for you. Okay, so for those in the chair, we're just gonna we'll have one weight on our legs, or you can put it on the floor, and we'll start together. So ready? So 1. So always slowly down. Don't allow that weight to fall. Control the weight on the way down and the way up. 3. And pause briefly when the weight is at the top. 4. And then down. Good. Keeping the elbow close to your body. Yeah, that's better. 6, 7, 8, 9, and we've got 2 more. Squeeze. Last one. Excellent. Good. Okay, switching to the other side. And bring that weight up. 1. So flat back. 2. There you go. 3. Squeeze. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 2 more. And last one. Excellent. So just keep in mind, always control on the way up and the way down. A lot of people let the weight kind of fall on the way down, but it's really important to control that weight. Okay, so the next one is lateral raise. We're working the shoulders here. So you're going to be standing. So for those who are standing, keep your knees loose, okay? That protects your lower back. So I think you're going to use the 5 pounds. Okay, so we're just going to do one side at a time. Feet are shoulder width apart for those who are standing.
Both weights?
Yeah, you'll need both. So we'll both go to the right first, and
Okay.
Okay. So standing straight, feet are shoulder width apart, knees are loose. Okay, not bend. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so bringing that weight up to the side and down. So you're only going to about chin level, and then the other side. Sorry. Yep, perfect. And just alternating. So this is 2. Now, if you have any shoulder issues, just find the weight that works for you that you can manage. And it might be no weight for this one, depending on what the issues are with your shoulders. Five. I'm questioning that. Is that right? 6. So again, with this one, you want your body to be in a straight line. You don't want to be moving your body. It's just your arm that's moving. And I think we have 3 more on each side. So do what you can. If you can't complete the 12 repetitions, then the weight is too heavy. But don't allow your form to be compromised. You always want your form to be good, so it's safe. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is our bicep curl. So you're gonna switch to the 15. So our biceps are strong. Find a heavier weight that works for you, that is a challenge. Okay, so again, same position, feet are shoulder width apart, knees are loose for safety to protect your lower back. So sitting in the chair, you're just bringing the weights up. Good, and down. So again, control on the way down. 2. 3. So really squeeze those biceps when the weight is up. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10, and we've got 2 more. And last one. Good. Okay, the next one is our tricep kickbacks. So this one, most people usually need a much lighter weight. My dad and I were discussing this before and going through it, but he's been working his triceps for quite a while, so he can use a heavier weight. But for most of us, do choose a lighter weight. I'm just going to move my chair so you can see my form a little bit better. So you're also going to have the chair and just use the 1 weight.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of the same position as the back row, but a little bit different. So I'm going to grab the 5, So my triceps have always been weaker. I'm using a 5. My dad is using a 15. I was quite surprised when he told me he could use a 15 because I assumed he wasn't doing it properly, but he was. So
Almost
it really,
properly.
yeah, no.
You fine-tuned.
But it, so we're all different. So do what works for you. Okay, so finding that right weight. So having exactly, so same position as the back row.
Okay.
So bringing that weight up and then just kicking that weight back. Straighten the arms, squeeze your tricep. Your tricep is here, okay? Bringing the weight back and press back again. Squeeze and back again. So not swinging the arm, you're in control at all times. That's 3. And the main thing here is trying to keep that elbow up. 4, 5, 6.
See, when I was doing them at home, I wasn't holding it back here this long.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, it makes it harder. 9, 10, and 2 more. 11, and last one, and 12. Excellent. You've got very strong triceps. So switching to the other side. So maybe I'll go this position. Okay, so bringing that arm back. So bringing the arm up first, good. And then kicking that weight back. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you don't want the rest of your body should be still. It's just your arm that's going back. And I think this is 8.
Yes.
Thank you. 9, 10, and we've got 2 more. 11 and 12. Good. So fine tune the exercises as you continue to do these classes to find the heaviest weight that you can manage safely. Okay, so I'm going to do Supermans and my dad is going to do plank. So he's been practicing the plank for quite some time. So again, if you may only be able to do 10 seconds, maybe not even 10 seconds. So do what works for you. Okay, I'm gonna move the weights out of the way. And for those who are in the chair, if you're able to stand and use the chair, this is the exercise we're gonna do. If you need to be seated in the chair, what you can do instead is a workout for the abs. So just having your hands here at the chest, sitting back and coming forward, okay? So you're gonna do the plank, I'm gonna do the Supermans. All right, so on the elbows and on the toes, and yep, there you go. So remember, keep your bum down. He's in a flat, there you go. So he's in a straight line there. A lot of people do it with their bum sticking up in the air, and that is not what you want to be doing. Okay, so for those who are standing, we're doing Superman. So one arm goes up, the opposite leg goes back. Okay, toes are pointed forward and down, switching to the other side. So that's 1 on each side. So Dad, you're gonna hold as long as you can while I'm doing this.
Okay.
2. So for those of you who are doing the plank, you just go as long as you can. Don't worry about trying to do it as long as we're doing it for. So this is 3. So we are working our core for both exercises here. And 5. 6. We're just going to do 8 for this one. 7, and 1 more on each side. Good. All right, so you can come out of that exercise. So with the plank, just challenge yourself in with the time that you can do. So maybe you'll start with 10 seconds and then over time you'll gradually be able to do more. It's really good for working your core, okay? So your lower back and your abdominals. All right, the next one is the sit to stands and the squats. So again, my dad's been doing the squats for quite some time, so he's gonna do those. I'm gonna do the ones in the chair. So different levels, you can stand all the way. If you want to make it hardest, you can have your hands at your chest. If you need to use the chair to help you get up, then by all means do that for safety. Okay, so main thing with the squats is you're bringing your glutes back. Your knees are not supposed to go past your toes. So when you come down, when you're squatting down, really bring the glutes back and then come up again. Okay, so same kind of rule with the sit to stands. All right, you ready? So I'll start with standing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, going to 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Excellent. Good. Okay, so we have 2 more exercises. So we're going to do a calf raise. So if you need to stay in the chair, what you're going to do is, actually maybe I'll have you use the chair for the calf raise.
Okay.
I think you get a little bit more out of it when you're using the chair. So you're going to stand behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're just lifting the heels up.
All right.
And I'll do it seated. So obviously you're going to get a lot more out of the one. If you're able to stand, I highly encourage you to do this one because you're getting all that body weight. Right now I'm just getting the weight of my legs, which isn't enough. Well, I mean, this is more beneficial if you can. Okay, so lifting your heels as much as you can and try not to put too much weight on the chair because there you go. It's just there for safety. 3. Now, if you wanted to make it harder for those who are in the chair, you can put a weight here on your legs and that'll make it harder as well. So this gives a lot of definition in the back of your legs here near your calves. 8?
I should add this one to my routine, I guess.
Oh yeah, this is a really good one.
I haven't been doing this one.
Okay, and it's definitely a really good exercise for strength in the legs for sure. I think that was 12, eh? Okay, so we have the deadlifts, which is a very different exercise. I don't have an option for you in the chair, but we're going to show you 2 different options that you can do if you're standing. So my dad's going to use a laundry basket. I chose a laundry basket because it's something that the people have in the house, and it's something that you have to do at home anyway. I'm using a stick, so just think of this as a broomstick. So if you have a broomstick in your house, which you most likely do, you can use that. So main thing here, we're working on the hamstrings, so back of the legs. What I want you to do, feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You're just going to bring the stick down to your shins, so here, and then you're standing back up again. So not bending the knees too much, going down, sticking the glutes out and back, coming up, squeezing the glutes now as you stand, bring the shoulders back. Good. Okay, going down to shins, and then standing up straight, squeeze the glutes, shoulders are back, and back down. So you're just hinging, rather than bending your knees too much, just hinge back. Okay, so going down, don't bend the knees too much, just stick your glutes back, and then come up.
Okay, yeah.
So when you're doing this, you want to feel this in your hamstrings. So you should feel a good stretch in your hamstrings. So just think of your hips going back. And it would be really useful to have a mirror to watch your form as you're doing this one. Let's do just 2 more. And last one. Excellent.
Right.
Good. Okay, so we'll put the stuff away. And we're just going to do a bit of a walk just for a bit of a cool down. So just marching in place. Let's just swing the arms up just to stretch out those arms a bit. Good. And let's just bring the arms forward. So just continuing to march. Bring the arms forward as if you're swimming and continuing to march. Stretching of those arms. So I'm doing some stretches kind of within these exercises. So stretching. Let's bring the hands together and then stretch those arms back. Hold that stretch, continuing to march. Bring the hands forward. Stretch back again. Good. Let's do that one more time. Hands together and stretch back. Good. Let's bring the hands together in front and just push those hands forward. So I'm just doing this. So I'm pressing the hands forward, stretching out my upper back. Good. Let's just rotate those wrists. And the other direction. Good. Let's just drop the ear to the shoulder, holding that for a neck stretch. Gently going over to the other side. Looking forward and just walking a little bit more, taking a deep breath in and breathing out. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in and breathing out. Last one. And breathing out. Okay, we're just gonna do a few leg stretches. So stand by the wall, holding the wall if you need to. We're just gonna bring one foot back. Try and keep those legs fairly close together. And just bring your knee back a little bit. There you go, perfect. So stretching out the front of the leg. You got your workout in today?
Sure did. You make me work hard.
All right, switching to the other side. So depending on your balance, you can do this. It can also challenge your balance as you're doing this. Your balance is better than mine today.
This is another exercise you do is balance.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't do those today, but...
Right. Lost it there.
That's okay. That's all right. Okay, that's it. If you want more stretching, you can do one of the other videos. I have a 10-minute stretching video, so you could add that on if you'd like to do a bit more stretching. And thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Julie.
And have a great day, everyone. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
joining us. Bye.